Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how I edited this photograph and basically color graded it from this to this, and I'm going to show you the processes and the steps that I used to do it right here in this video. And the link to download this image is actually in the description box, so you can download it and we can color grade it together. Alright, so as usual, before starting, I'd like you to like this video, drop a comment, share it to other designers or photographers that you think might benefit from it, and of course subscribe to this channel because more amazing content is coming. Alright, without talking too much, let's get right into the video. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag the image into my software. So this is the image and I'll just drag it into Photoshop and it's going to load. Alright, so it has loaded and this is what we have. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to make a duplicate by pressing Ctrl J. Okay, I've made a duplicate of that layer, and I'll right click on that duplicate and then I'll convert it to a smart object. It's still converting to a smart object. I don't know why it's taking time. Alright, so now that it has converted to a smart object, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to select that actual layer. We're going to go to filter and we're going to go to camera raw filter. Camera raw filter is where we're going to do a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to color grading. Alright, so we're just going to wait for camera raw filter to load. Sorry, I put off my Wi-Fi. Alright, so this is our image right here in camera raw filter. First thing I'm going to do is to increase the contrast just a little bit, and you can see just that has made a huge difference. This is before, this is after, just by increasing the contrast. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'll go to calibration and I'll increase the saturation. Now this calibration, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not completely sure what it does, but I know that if you increase the saturation, it actually kind of makes the image look better. Now you might want to ask which of the saturation, is it the red primary, green primary, or blue primary? And to be honest, I really don't know, but I know that either all of them work, right? If you increase red primary and if you increase the green, or if you increase the blue, I can't really see the difference. Alright, so we'll just leave it at blue. You can use anyone, and I think it also depends on the particular image you're editing as well. Alright, so you just have to experiment and see which one looks good, but I'm going to try increase the blue primary saturation a little bit. Once I have done that, you can see that the picture is already looking a little good. Then I'll come to color grading. Now color grading, we have the midtone, shadows, and highlights. So I'm going to start from the midtones. So usually when you're editing the midtones, you're trying to increase the warmness of the photograph, right? So we're going to take this circle in the middle and we'll move it towards this yellow and orange area. Now the more you take it up, the more intense the effect is. The more it's closer to this circle in the middle, this dot in the middle, the less it is, right? So we'll just put it somewhere in the middle like this. Then we'll go to the shadows. Usually when you edit the shadows, you take it down towards the blues, right? So just take it down a little bit like this and we'll leave it. Then for the highlights, I'm not even going to edit it so much. I'll just take it up a little bit towards the greenish yellowish area. Alright, so you can even leave yours completely. So this is before, this is after. Alright, so we're done with color grading. Let's go back to not effects, not lights. Let's go to color. Let's increase our vibrance a little bit. See what we have. Okay, we've increased our vibrance. You can see that the image is already looking good. If you look at before and after, you can see that there's actually a huge difference. Now the next thing we're going to do is to kind of edit our background a little bit. So we'll go to our mask, and in this mask we can now select either the background, the subject, or the sky if you have an image that has sky. So since we want to edit our background, we're going to select background. Alright, so once background is selected, it's going to make a selection of that background and we'll be able to edit it separate from the subject in the image, right? So it's already started loading and we have to give it a little bit of time. It's analyzing the image. And my laptop is actually crying. All right, beautiful. Now the background has been selected. You can see this red area. That is the background, and you can see it's a perfect selection. All right, so what we're going to do is I want to kind of edit the background a little bit. So I'll come to saturation. Sorry, I think I increased saturation, or did I reduce it? Okay, I think I increased saturation a little bit. The temperature, I reduced temperature a bit, and then I tinted it. Alright, I increased the tints, I reduced the temperature, and I increased the saturation. Alright, yeah, I think that's what I did, but you can always experiment and try other things that you may want to do. I think I'll increase the contrast a bit as well. And yeah, once you've done that, you can see that we have actually edited the background successfully. Sorry that I've been scrolling. If you hide this color now, you see the difference between this is what the background looked like before, and this is what the background looks like now after we've edited it. So like I said, I reduced the temperature, increased the tint, and increased the saturation. Alright, so once we've done that, we're going to click on OK, and those effects that we've created are going to load. They are going to load, and boom, they've loaded. Right, so now next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to selective color. I'll click on selective color, and we're going to use it to edit a bit. Right, so I'm going to select. Oh, I made a mistake. There's something I didn't do in camera raw filter. Sorry, I'm going to delete the selective color for now. I'll delete the selective color for now, and I'll go back to camera raw filter. I'll double click on this. There's something I didn't do in camera raw filter, something very important that I need to show you guys. Alright, so we're back in camera raw filter. I'm supposed to take you to is it color mixer? Yeah, color mixer. So in color mixer we have the mixer and the points color. So under the mixer, I can actually adjust any specific color. So you notice that her jacket is pink, so I'm going to increase the magentas and the purple a little bit. Alright, because her jacket is pink, and you know that her trouser is kind of green, so I increase the greens a little bit to make it pop, and the yellows as well. Alright, then we'll go to point color. Using point color, we can use this color picker tool. We can select it, and then any part of the image you click on, like her jacket, you can see that that color has been selected. We can now increase the saturation. We can even play around with the hue or with the luminance. Right, if we select the color picker again and select her jacket, her trouser color, the green, we can increase the saturation, play around with it. Alright, select it again. I'll select her lips and increase the saturation of her lips, not so much. Alright, so you can see what we can do with color mixer. So I just wanted to show you guys that because it's very important to know. Alright, I'll click on OK, and it's going to take us back, and it's going to save the new edits that we've made. Alright, so like I said, the next thing is to select our selective color. On that selective color, we can edit any color we want. So I'll go to magentas, and you can just basically move the sliders around to see what makes sense. I'm going to reduce the cyan for magentas. I'll select the greens. I think I increase the black and the greens, and I increase magenta and the greens. I'll select black, and I'll add a little bit of cyan to the black, and that will be all for selective color. The next one I'll be selecting in my adjustment layer is levels adjustment layer, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold Alt and increase this slider a bit, and once you start seeing a little bit of black like we can see here, you can let go, then hold Alt and go to the other white slider and once you see even a little bit of of white, you can let go. All right, if you see the before and after. All right, so that's how I color graded this image right here in Photoshop. And if you learned anything new, kindly let me know. um Drop a comment, and if there's any video you'd like me to make as well, also let me know, and I'll be happy to do that as well. And of course, subscribe to this channel because more amazing content is coming. And I genuinely hope you guys learned something new, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.